Inside the Heist, Antwerp, or Anvers, I think Anvers is the French name. The big diamonds heist, the biggest of them all. Well, come to think of it, there's Trump, who's the biggest heist. I mean, he took over a nation, so 70 million midgets he took. I'm being silly, but I take advantage of the fact that people are not really watching this. In the sense that you can't have a good enough mind and support that monster, really. So anyway, and fraudulent in the sense that although he didn't break into a bank to steal money, which he would, I mean, this guy wouldn't blink, steal everything. He has other means of, well, embezzling, of cheating on taxes or anything, not paying bills. He had people putting windows and things that the hotel wouldn't pay lawyers, wouldn't pay anybody. Okay, let's push this, throw it away. John Cleese says in 40 Towers as a hotel manager. Let's try and say a few words about the heist. Immense, and this is really thrilling, and it's inside the heist, and then I have the history's biggest heist. So I can't say I'm following, but they're on documentary channels, the Discovery, National Geographic, and it's something to see those people in action and find about the way it happened, which in some cases seems to beat the movies you see, or well, equal the Ocean's 11 and the rest. So in this case, diamonds go through Antwerp, in Belgium, which I think we saw in passing. I think it was the Baron taking us from Bastogne to the coast, and we just drove by, and then I think we stopped on the shore a little and watched if that's something that happened really. So an important percentage of the diamonds go through Antwerp, where they're cut, they're placed in various pieces of jewelry, rings and so on. And we have this fellow from Italy who thought, okay, I'll try and rob the place. It's a splash place where they get together. They put together the. I'm sorry, I have to close this down. I'm joking. You're more important than the audience of 0-0 than what has to happen outside. So value of what's in there in the vault, 300 million. So it's estimated they took, spoiler alert, not spoiler because we're talking of heist, right? And something that really happened. So he thinks we'll do it. He has to gather a team and break in, although this is impossible. Cameras, sensors of temperature, of what else, light, you name it, they have it. But it's, as I said, we see movies now, I didn't, and you think, it's difficult to get to take him to accept, to believe, but then you see something that really happened, you think, wow, what a creative mind, what an extraordinary capacity there. So one sensor, I forgot which, but it doesn't matter. For the light, they came in with a protection, it's like a shield, if I remember well. But then another sensor, they just used hairspray. They looked into the matter, they prepared very well. It wasn't days, it was, I forgot again, more than a year. I mean, it's, and in this case and in some others, will come to the Argentinian heist one of these days. We have a backlog, a list of treats to come. So Buenos Aires, it was more than a year, it was a couple of years. I mean, and it was that one also extraordinary. So for this one, various things, magnets, because they have also magnetic protection, shield, whatever. And they placed, one of them placed an aluminium piece between, and so magnet shield protection doesn't work anymore. But they had all sorts too. And our man, the mastermind, in order to get access to see, he becomes a client. He becomes one of the dealers there or something, and then he's known and uses this position to infiltrate. And then he uses a spectacular IT fellow who will get access to the garage, I think it was, and get into the frequent. So, all in all, let's not get into the details. Let's just say that it's unbelievable. And I'll finish with this. Indeed, there's a book everyone who's into movies should read, I say. It's not my discovery, of course, it's established as one of the classics of the movie industry. Adventures in the Screen Tray. William Pullman, author of the script for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and All the President's Men. For both, he won Oscars. An Oscar each, of course. And he has other movies and scripts, but he tells you in this book about the movie industry. In one chapter, paragraph, he says something like this. Okay, if I tell you this story in the script, in the movie, and you're in the theater, you just stand up and leave. I tell you that there is this important, very important rich woman in this castle, and that you have someone jumping over a fence, entering through a door, then perhaps through a window, and then climbing some floors, and then walks into this room, and he's face to face with her, with all this incredible security. And if you see them, come on, give me a break, and you just leave, this is bad, make me. Well, it happened, and that was the Queen of the UK, United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, whatever. So, it's included in one of the episodes of The Crown, the Netflix series. And then he mentions another or a few things that really happened in World War II, but then, and he had to put in the script for A Bridge Too Far, but they happen, only they're so incredible. When well, it was. So, but you have those situations when reality take trump. Yeah. I mean, I still can't believe it. And to think that he has, in fact, in the latest poll of a few days ago, he was 1 percentage point above Biden. He was something like 49 and Biden 48%. And those other percentages, I don't know. They should be more undecided. Anyway, it wasn't. How can this be?